Follow me on my journey with this van as I pack it time and time again with my photo booth, bartending, and rental businesses. Hey guys, Lee here, and today we're talking bartending, specifically cash floats. Everything that I know about cash floats that you should apply to your bartending business. Basically, when a customer comes to your website for bartending, you should have some sort of form that asks them, would you like us to provide a cash float? And then this way you know if you have to bring one or not. Bringing a cash float is more times than not quite beneficial for the bartenders running the events. You're getting a cash float, I recommend $1,000. So doing $600 in fives and then $400 in ones. That usually works perfect. If they go to the quarter, then obviously get some quarters as well. So call your bank ahead and make sure that they can have a cash float available for you, because sometimes they can't. Depending on the bank, or keep a cash float at home for yourself. So you're going to want to look up the types of permits that are given in your area. For my area, it's a cost recovery permit, and the client can charge up to $3 just to recoup costs for the alcohol. But this could be different in other areas, so be sure to know the laws, that you can tell your client that when you know the laws, you look professional, and that's better. So make sure and go out and get yourself a little cash box, preferably a locking one, and bring Ziploc bags with you so that at the end of the night you have somewhere to put all the cash to give to whoever's hiring you. You don't want to use tickets, but keep tickets on hand, because if you run out of cash, you are going to need a way to sell those drinks. So tickets, elastic bands, bring them. Money rolls, you're going to need these to stay organized. So, possible problems that can arise when you have cash floats. When I'm hiring my bartenders, I typically charge the client a little bit less when they opt in for us providing a cash float. I generally pay my bartenders less when there's cash float, because they make good tips, right? And they love to work those events. Typically, you're going to want to have about $1,000 cash float on hand. People will come to the bar and with like $100 bill, and they'll be like, order one drink. And if this is right at the start, when you don't have a bunch of 20s that you're able to give them back for change, this is going to clean your float out. So another thing you're going to want to do is make it very clear that the cash float is your money, basically until the end of the service. So you can't have anyone else's fingers in the cash, or else there's no way to be able to track the money. And you have to be clear about that, because sometimes, say I had this one time that the client wanted to provide cash float, and we said yes. We used to say yes to everything, and then you slowly learn that you can't say yes to everything. And they had family members, in the back dabbling in the money. They were grabbing money to go buy more booze. They were doing all sorts of weird things. So, and then at the end, they were accusing our bartenders of stealing from them, and they had the wackiest. They were just going crazy against us. So we put in some practices. When you're dealing with money, you have to be very careful. So bring your own cash float. Do not let anyone else touch the money. Yeah. So when you're dealing with money, sometimes money goes missing. Generally, if you have trusted staff, don't try to blame your staff right away for missing money. It will shoot you in the foot. You do not want to be shot in the foot. So I know that one time I had $400 go missing this past summer, and my bartenders let me know that they accidentally gave it to the client. So regardless, I didn't say anything to them again about it. I didn't really want to rock the boat and jeopardize them being reliable staff members, so I did contact the client. They were out on the honeymoon. When they did get back, they transferred me the extra money. I explained the situation to them, and I was so glad that I didn't get mad at my bartenders because I didn't lose them as employees. I mean, no one likes a boss who accuses you for stealing when you didn't steal, right? So do not get mad at your staff. Unless you're certain that they are stealing, then don't hire them again. People will come to the bar and with like $100 bill, and they'll be like, order one drink. And if this is right at the start, when you don't have a bunch of 20s that you're able to give them back for change, this is going to clean your float out. So generally don't take those customers right off the bat, or ask them, hey, do you have something smaller? Because that will clean out your cash flow. You've got six people rolling in hard thinking they're cool with $100 bills, and then they pay you, and then all of a sudden you've just given out $600 worth of 20s back to them, and this cleans your float out. So you do not want to do that, or you're just going to be in trouble. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I will be posting more basic bartending videos, how to start a bartending business, etc. So make sure and follow.